what are the risks of not having a training management system? What are the risks of bringing one in, and how to mitigate those and think about those? And what's the payoff at the end when you have this working right?
What do you think is the number one risk that gets alleviated through the implementation of a TMS?
Probably the number one risk that a training management system will remove from an enterprise operation is this idea of a ever increasing coefficient of scale. And what I mean by that is, as training organizations get bigger, they get more complicated and more throughput is required of them in the form of learners. They get less efficient. And this is well supported in the literature. We've seen it anecdotally, if you've ever been in a training operation, but it's this idea that in order to do more training, which organizations need as they're growing and going through change, they need more and more and more resources and people. And so with a training management system coming in with automation and standardization and all those nice things, you can remove that need to have to bring more people, things, cost, everything to scale your training operation. You're freed of the shackles of this kind of inefficiency that's going to be not only there, but increasing as you get larger and larger.
I think to pile onto that is, the end result is to have a single record of truth, or a single truth record of all your training data. Because I think what does happen in big organizations is there's a lot of mergers and acquisitions and global expansion through that, and organizations, without even trying, collect 2, 3, 10 different learning systems and different ecosystems. And you really have a couple choices at that point. One is you keep going down that path, or two, you try to centralize those learning systems. But an easier path a lot of times is to snap in a TMS that will allow all that to share data and talk and get to that single truth, no matter where you're at in the organization and what acquired. And just alleviating that risk right there from a regulatory compliance standpoint, or from just an organizational efficiency standpoint, is probably one of the bigger immediate payoff applications of avoiding risk with a TMS.